Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Funny story, by the way, when Ryan comes on, he's like, how's everybody doing? I think that was great. The other day, I had my kids at the neighbor's house at the pool, and neighbor comes out, and my 10-year-old son's like, hey, buddy, how's it hanging? And I look at him, and my neighbor looks at him, and he says, I said, I don't think that's really appropriate for a 10-year-old to ask anybody, let alone a 69-year-old man. And he said, yeah, I Bob, I'm actually going to change what I usually respond to with that and say, fine, thank you. So anyway, I don't think my 10-year-old understood that, how's it hanging, how that pertains to just a regular hello. So
Now, the thing is, why is it that when people ask that question, they always say a little to the left? Why is it never to the right?
Well, I'll tell you why, because the world is right-handed, Kay. And so I think it just has to do with yank angle, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, my gosh. That's definitely what it is.
Right. Lucky for you, Kay, I'm left-handed, and in some cases, this ambidextrous.
I forgot that you were left-handed, so you would say a little to the right.
Exactly. Well, stage right. You know what I mean?
Wow. I'm learning so much.
Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. This is important stuff. But again, after a wrist injury in junior high, I learned to become ambidextrous. So
you got to do what you got to do.
There you go.
That's right. That's right. Are you familiar with the stranger, Kay?
Well, that's when you sit on it, right? To make your hand fall asleep.
Yeah, you lay on your arm so it falls asleep, and then you operate it with your good hand, and then it's, yeah.
Have you ever seen the show, The In-Betweeners?
No.
I feel like, Justin, it'd be right up your alley. Ryan, I don't know you yet, but
yeah.
It's a British show, so, I mean, maybe. And this guy, there's a part in the episode where the mom catches him sitting on his arm to wank off, and he's watching porn.
Oh God!
This is what passes for entertainment in the BBC, huh? I see.
Right? That's what they do.
Oh God, it's so good. Welcome to Sweat Socks and All That Sauce with Justin K and our lovely newbie Ryan, where no sport is off limits. The debates are debatable. And Justin, can you please introduce Ryan to, myself and the rest of the world?
Well, absolutely. Well, let me just say this. Contract talks stalled with Todd in heaven. So R.I.P. We hope that, eternity is good for him. But not saying that this is a full-time gig. This is an interim with Ryan here, who Ryan is a sports wonk. He is the voice of high school sports in the Yakima Valley. And he is just a bona fide certified sports wonk and a former Division I athlete. So he gets some modicum of credibility when it comes to our sports talker topics.
Yeah. I know it doesn't look like it now, but I once was. So, I was a runner, which was pretty. Like, people are like, "You were a runner? That's pretty shocking." Looking at you right now, but no, yeah, I was. So yeah, but I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. And where did you run again? What school?
Seton Hall University in the good state of New Jersey.
Seton Hall University. That's like a real university, not like the clown colleges we went to, Kay.
Oh, I'm sure you went.
I went to a prestigious university.
What was that again? What was it again?
Oh, Central Michigan. Okay.
Central.
See, he knows Central Michigan. The Flying C's. Thank you very much.
What are you, the Fighting Chippewas? The Fighting Chippewas?
Yeah.
That's You guys do a lot of tomahawk chopping? I bet you did.
No, we were kind.
Fair enough.
Better than yours. Where did you go?
Well, it depends on who you ask. I went to several places, but ended up here because of a clown college. So.
However, one of them was Moorhead, wasn't it? Or
Indeed it was, but it was false advertising. So I had to move on.
False advertising. No Moorhead.
Listen. Wasn't as charming as I am, apparently.
So apparently we're going to be talking about, am I right that we're going to be talking about workplace sexual harassment today?
It's a hot button topic.
Right.
Not just here, not just in corporate America, but in, the NFL workplace.
Right. So I wondered where the hell you were going with this when you messaged me about it, but I think it actually ties in with the latest news bit. So before we get into it, can we please have the latest news, you guys?
Absolutely. So earlier this week, Buford High School, which is located just outside of Atlanta, Georgia, just opened their new football field, the high school. And by field, I mean football stadium. Philip Beard Stadium, 3,500 square foot video board, 15 luxury suites, 2-story field house, 10,000 seats for fans, $62 million for a high school football stadium. How's that for Friday night lights? That's right. It's not even Texas. It's Atlanta.
That's insane.
Right. Yeah.
Where do they get the money for that?
And that's my first question. Where they get the money for it?
Well, not only that, think about this. I mean, you've got like schools all over the place are struggling to pay teachers and trying to keep the lights on. And these people are spent $62 million on a fucking football stadium. Think about it.
Yeah. No, that's insane. That
Oh, I was going to say that's awesome.
yeah, well,
because your priorities are in line.
right. That's
Oh
just
my
crazy.
Goodness me.
Don't you think
That
that
is
makes
insane.
sense? Because, these kids, they're preparing them for college where they're going to start making money, NIL money, real money, and some of them will make even more money in the pros, but, at least in college. And I could see this place, definitely these high schoolers are going to start getting paid real soon. And I, for one, couldn't be happier. As a kid who played high school football and didn't make a dime off it, bullshit. I think it's great that they're going to finally be able to pay these kids to play football. Oh, my God.
Maybe you just weren't good enough.
Morehead State thought I was good enough.
Yeah, and that's I know that school. That's dope right there in Morehead State. Okay.
It's not the one you think of. That's a real.
Oh.
It's actually Minnesota State University at Morehead now.
Well, still, I mean, it's still a college, right?
That's right. It was. Still, I think it's still a college. I don't think it's gone under
Oh
yet.
no, it's gone under. Oh my gosh.
So
Wow.
Ryan, like at Seton Hall, would there be 10,000 people watching you run ever?
Oh God, no. We were like pretty low on the totem pole of like it would literally just be like our families, our friends, our spouses. Like it wouldn't even be like I mean, I guess it depends on the race. Like if you were like running at like a big race, like there'd be like more of those same people, but for other teams. But no, it wasn't like a basketball game where you have to like pay to get in and all that stuff. But
It's a Division I sport, and it was free admission even to come watch you run.
Yeah, you just come to the park, wherever park you're running at, and you just watch. Yeah, parks, a lot of parks. A lot of golf courses. I mean, it was it wasn't exactly like the Super Bowl.
So were you a distance runner then?
I was a distance runner. Yeah, yes, I was a distance runner. Yeah, unfortunately.
Distance runner.
I'm just picturing now, like, did you ever have like the Silver Sneakers group come like, excuse me, you're in our way, like trying to shoo you out of the way of your D1 race?
No. I mean, I will say it was pretty organized. Like they would like rope things off and like they would like spray paint like little markers on like where to run and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't. It was actually a pretty awful sport if you think about it. Like just running like 4 miles as fast as you can, like it just oh God. And like track was even worse. Like I ran like the 10K in track, and that's 25 laps around the track as fast as you can. Like it's just
at what lap do you just go numb?
Yeah, I mean probably by lap like 10, to be honest with you. Like
Well, the thing is, it's like it's the most boring one to watch, right? So everybody's fed up at that point, watching everybody going. Because Justin, you've talked about this because your daughter's in track, right? And you're just like, sitting there watching track and field, just. Bleh.
It sucks.
And so that's the worst one to do.
There's a reason why.
What?
Yeah, there's a reason why. Like when you watch the Olympics, like they cut to other events when they're doing the long distance running. Like, all right, let's go to the javelin for a little bit, So
Right, you're getting usurped by the javelin. Like some guy throwing the hammer is beating out you guys running around and around in circles. You think about it, people have trained their entire lives to get to this. Grandma can't make it to Athens or wherever the Olympics are that year, but she's going to watch Ryan on the TV, and instead they cut away to show like the semifinals of water polo.
Yeah.
Come back at the final half of one lap.
It's that attention span, man. It's that attention span.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, if you get bored, bored doing it, we get bored watching it.
No, I hear you. I do. I get bored doing it.
Yeah. So were you allowed to like have? Okay, well, let me ask you this: when did you run? What years?
Oh man, so I started doing long distance probably my sophomore year in high school because actually I wanted to get in shape for basketball because I played basketball, but unfortunately I'm 5'5", so that just wasn't ever going to be a realistic option for me. So I did cross country to get in shape for tryouts, and then I ended up being good at it. And then from my sophomore year of high school till my senior year of college, I I just ran and ran and ran, and then I stopped. So like it just became miserable at one point.
And
I
what
just
year
picture
was
Ryan.
this?
Ryan's at the Division One track championships, and he just stops mid lap, and he just Forrest Gump's like, I'm kind of tired.
That would be awesome.
And he retires.
That would make that would be viral. That would be viral on the internet if I did that. That would be amazing.
If only I could go back in time now.
So what year was this?
Oh man, what year did I start?
No, what year did you Forrest
what
Gump
year
give up?
What year did you graduate?
Oh, what year did I graduate? 2016. 2016. So, yeah, it's been about 9 years since I've last professionally, or not professionally, but collegiately ran. So, yeah, it's been a while.
The day the music died, as they call it at Seton.
Yeah, that was the day.
Is there any NIL money now in track and field?
Oh man, you know what? I don't know. I mean, I guess you have to be really, really good. Obviously, you have to be like an Olympic style runner, but because that's really where they get like a lot of their sponsorships is like through like Nike and all these like shoe deals and stuff. But in terms of college, I honestly don't think so. No, I mean it just doesn't do any ratings. You know what I mean? Like I know that it's just discriminatory. I hate it. It's terrible.
Says the guy who never wants to ever do it ever again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ever come on the TV? We're trying to watch something else, and all of a sudden you just like stroke out and hit the floor, or like somebody has to change the channel. Yeah,
no, it's really an awful sport. I wouldn't advise anybody to do it unless you really love doing it. But I mean, it's really it's other sports punishment. You know, like it's just like that's kind of how you have to look at it. Like, yeah,
it is though. It is though. Yeah, exactly. Growing up, whenever you're in trouble, they're like, "Go do a lap."
Yeah,
go do.
You when you're in trouble. They're like, run it backwards or crap walk it.
Yeah, it's punishment. It's horrible. So yeah, I mean that's my PSA to get out and run. You know. Oh, Lord.
Places you don't want to go.
Yeah,
nailed it. So Justin, you gave me an idea for today, and can you between the two of you, can you tell me about the story about Christian Wilkins, please?
Yeah, well, Ryan, do you want to let the world know if they don't know yet about Christian Wilkins? Yeah, so a pretty weird story happened with this. Christian Wilkins, who, by the way, is one of the Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders, used to be the Oakland Raiders, now the Las Vegas Raiders. They moved there. But, yeah, I mean, he was one of their better players. He was a defensive tackle, one of the mammoths of a human being on the team. And he was surprisingly released by the team the other day, and many people were wondering why. Well, of course, Adam Schefter, the guy who knows everything in the sports world when it comes to the NFL, he's like the TMZ of NFL. He had a report out that said that apparently he was cut because somebody or multiple players in the Raider organization went to HR because I guess he went around kissing them on the forehead. And they weren't too happy about that. Maybe that was the way he communicated with them, that he was like a fan of them, or that's the way maybe that was his handshake or high five or something. But yeah, he ended up getting cut because of that. That's what Adam Schefter reported, or that was at least a big reason why he was cut. So yeah, I mean, that kind of begs the question, like, did he take it too far? I mean, I don't know. I mean, but that's the 411 on this situation. Guys who routinely smack each other on the ass for good job, good play. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Flick each other in the balls every once in a while for a fun prank, but the guy comes and genuinely shows a little affection, a little kiss on the forehead, and they go to HR.
So then it got me thinking, right? So for the Tigers, which Justin's are you gonna boo me yet? Are you gonna boo me today?
Oh, they're in a free fall, downward spiral. It's great.
We got 4 in a row now. Thank you very much. So ever since the All-Star game, we were taking kind of like a nosedive into failure, which was awful. However, Riley Green shaved his beard and he just left his mustache. And so now everybody thinks that it's good luck. And so now everybody is going up to him and just touching his mustache. Is that too far? Like, could he call HR and be like, I don't like it when people are touching my mustache.
Fire everybody on the team. Let everybody else go. Let's touch his mustache. That's just it. This is an HR complaint. If he's not comfortable with them touching his stash, which, by the way, gross. I first thought of it. I mean, because my first reaction was, so this guy got cut from an NFL team for kissing people on the forehead. He lost his job because of that. But then if you apply that to the real world, and you realize that if I went and say into the studio right now and went and kissed Ryan on the forehead, I think that I might actually get HR called to me and I could lose my job. So
yeah.
we also don't slap ass
Okay.
here. So
now let me do this. Let's talk about other athletes who have gotten in trouble for things, and where do you think it would land in the real world? And one of them that came up was former NFL defensive tackle John Henderson went to get amped up before games, having a trainer slap him in the face as hard as possible. So I'm imagining you guys walking into your office, right, and having would it be you, Justin? Would you be the one smacking people's faces?
I'd be happy to do it if they want me to.
No, he would, yeah.
Yeah. I sometimes have people here like slap me just so I can get an erection. I mean, that is again, and then HR gets involved. It's like, you don't understand. There's no other way for it to happen. Trying to make a point.
Yeah, that's
what
a work
about-
environment around here. Oh my goodness.
What about Mike Tyson biting an ear off? What do you think? Do you think HR?
Well, that's criminal. I mean, that might be criminal.
How did he not go to jail for that?
I know. Yeah,
Maybe violate kind of probation terms. I still don't remember how he got away with that.
yeah. I mean that's criminal.
The only repercussions were you don't get to be the champion, you don't win. You still get your payday, but we're going to give him the title and his piece of ear back.
Ugh.
Yeah, I think that was it. I think that's all that happened.
Yeah, I
Which is
think you're right.
insane.
Yeah, no criminal charges. Just he gets to go home the next night or that night. I mean, that's just insane. I don't.
But I do think, I mean, realistically, professional, college, high school, all these sports, like, it's a different level of understanding. Like, it's not a professional workplace. I know that these are professional athletes. It's kind of an oxymoron, but, I mean, you were in a regular workplace, you slap your coworker on the ass and say, good play. Not going to fly. But you do that on a football field, it's fine. Or, like, let's say it's the rookie who you're hazing. Like, you can duct tape him to a goalpost and leave him there for dead, and it's fine. Like, ha, 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 ha. But Christian Wilkins kisses a guy on the forehead, and he's gone. You imagine duct taping? If we duct taped you, Ryan, to something... Actually, now I'm thinking about it.
Oh, boy.
Where we
And we're like studios away, by the way, so it's happening like the next 5 minutes.
I'm glad I live in England
I was about
because
to
I think
say,
I would actually
you're-
be the one that does it.
True story. When I was in high school, I played center playing football, and yes, Kay, I was pretty good. And one of our quarterbacks one year, I'm not going
He
to
was so good that he was so good he played for Moorhead State.
No, he never went anywhere. He was too short to ever make it as a good quarterback. But he thought it was really funny to, I would have to hand him the football between my legs. He would do the down, set, hut, the cadence, and I'd snap the ball. And he'd get his hands and he'd say, down. And he'd put him between my legs. He'd go, sit, and give me a little tickle. Hut. He thought it was hilarious. So he would tickle my balls. It wasn't even a slap on the ass, a kiss on the forehead. He would tickle my genitalia.
Oh my God.
Think about that. And I let it fly. I didn't demand he get fired from the team and call HR and cry. No, it's just part of the camaraderie.
There you go. Well, that's what it is. It's part of the camaraderie. It's just kind of the part of the fabric of sports, I guess. But it's very interesting. Like, yeah, you really wouldn't do that in real life. Like, you wouldn't go like to the bank and do that to your banker. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay,
Diddle the banker.
here's a good one. Here's a good little debate. Tiger Woods, he had an affair or multiple affairs on his wife, correct?
Yes,
Banging like waitresses in like the parking lots of the diners he was going to.
Yeah. Thank God they didn't
Fine,
have like
fine.
Tinder around then. Oh my goodness.
Is that impeding how okay. Justin. I'm gonna use you as an example
Please
because
do.
Ryan's too nice and I can't do it. Justin, you are a radio host.
Mm-hmm.
You go out and cheat on your wife and have multiple affairs.
Mm-hmm.
But does that mean that you should get fired?
Absolutely not. No. And by the way, that
Okay,
did not
right, it
happen
doesn't.
as far as the courts are, I'm not under oath or anything, am I? No, I should lose my job because of that. Now, that being said, it does tarnish your
But
public image. So, like,
Yeah.
say, if you worked for, say, a Christian radio station and people found out about that, well, you've lost your credibility with your audience. So I suppose they are entitled to cut you loose. But Tiger Woods doing what he wants to do in his free time, again, possibly tarnishing the image of the PGA or if I may, when we're
Well, why the PGA? Why the whole PGA? Why the whole PGA?
because he's like the face of the franchise, and you find out he's just raw dog and waitresses bent over like his caddy, like behind some like Waffle House that he's at. Think about it. This, the PGA, the Professional Golf Association, this is this, well-regarded, podium of high class and refined art, and instead, Tiger's just doing his thing. He's Tiger Kinging instead of, holding himself to a higher standard. That being said, there are a whole bunch of people who started enjoying golf because of Tiger Woods, and I guarantee about 80% of them thought Tiger was even cooler when all of that stuff came out.
Yeah, they probably didn't find it to be a big deal.
Yeah, like, I would have done the same thing.
It's like a Happy Gilmore situation. He made the sport cooler in a sense. So
I don't think that.
I mean, we could go down the rabbit hole of like, almost said Bill Cosby, but that's the wrong Bill.
P. Diddy. Oh boy.
Who was
Dr. Bill.
Who was the president? No, who was the president?
Bill Clinton?
Oh yeah.
And Bill Cosby and Bill Clinton were like somehow connected. Actually, they probably could have been.
Yeah, they could be.
That party they were both at.
It was just the name. It was the Bill and the Cliff.
Cliff Huxtable, our president, Cliff Huxtable, who, by the way, didn't teach his kids to swim. Very sad. Too soon.
Oh.
God, that's awful.
That's sports related. That is swimming.
Oh. Oh man.
Well, she brought it up.
Yeah.
Just came
Too
out.
soon. Too soon.
I just actually saw
was-
that is so funny. You know what? I just tied something together right now. I just saw the story today. On Tuesday, Baltimore Ravens cornerback Marlon Humphrey and several of his teammates went to Instagram to ask Michael Phelps for swimming lessons.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Really, they didn't know how to swim, but Michael Phelps is from Baltimore, so like, well, maybe we'll have the goat. And so he's responded, absolutely, let's do it. So he's going to be swimming. But think about it. Like Marlon Humphrey and these guys in the Baltimore Ravens see the Malcolm Jamal Warner story. They probably grew up watching the Cosby Show, and they're like, shit, we got to learn how to swim.
That actually really could have been like, seriously, it really could have been like, all right, we got to learn how to do this. Like, yeah.
We like to go on vacation sometimes, take our kids to the beach.
Yeah.
So this might have been an eye-opening situation. And shout out to Michael Phelps for preventing fewer drownings, I guess.
No doubt. No doubt.
All right. So goes back. Okay, Michael Phelps, right? He wasn't stripped of his medals because of all the weed that he was smoking, right?
Oh, yeah, no.
He wasn't stripped of his medals, but it was just like a public image tarnished or whatever. What happened?
Yeah,
with that
I mean, I guess, he got caught with a bong, and I don't know if it was, I think it might have been post-career. I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, it's just, the image got tarnished a little bit, but I mean, look, man, like the guy, like he was so good, like just let him smoke a little weed. Who cares? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal.
Plus,
especially when it's legal in so many states.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep in mind, there are track stars that have been stripped of medals are not allowed to compete because they tested positive for marijuana. But when you win 97 medals and regarded as the greatest athlete of your generation, blah, 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 the IOC says, it's okay. You can smoke a little weed.
Yeah, right.
It's the hypocrisy of it is ridiculous. They should have taken all his medals away, every single one. They should have, as soon as we found out he was suction cupping, whatever that shit was, that was weird. And it started out some weird sex kink with him. And he's like, oh, but I feel really limber today. Next thing you know, he's doing it all over his body. He's got
cupping. Have you never done cupping?
Nah, that looks painful. Oh my god,
I mean,
is it painful?
2 girls went cupping. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh my god.
Oh, for God's sake. No, cupping. We're like, did he have a bunch of like circles all over his body?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, cupping's great.
Is it?
Well, it hurts, but it
Yeah, I was
feels
about to
good
say,
after.
yeah. Oh,
Is it a good hurt, Kay?
What?
Is it a good hurt?
It's a good hurt.
Uh-huh. Dirty Brit.
Stop.
But
Stop.
then afterwards you look like a leopard. Isn't that weird?
It doesn't last forever.
Oh,
It's not like a tattoo.
I was about to
It's
say,
just your
yeah.
blood vessels.
I had to look at his spotty ass, and it was troubling. It gave me the heebie-jeebies. If I was getting in
didn't
a
have
pool
to
with him,
look.
I would be worried about him spreading some kind of disease.
You didn't have to look at him. You never had to. It's your fault you Googled
Oh,
Michael
I was trying to
Phelps's
watch
body.
6,000 meters. They kept cutting fucking swimming,
Yeah, it's like when they cut to Mike Tyson's ass when he was fighting Jake Paul. I mean, that was, oh my god, that was horrible. Like, please don't ever do that again, Netflix.
Thank you,
please.
Netflix. I've always wanted to Mike
What's
Tyson.
that?
Yeah.
I missed that one. What
Oh
happened
god.
there?
right before Mike Tyson and it's Jake Paul or Logan Paul?
Jake Paul, yeah.
Yeah, so they're to try to draw this out, 6 hours of coverage, and they're in the locker rooms right before these guys are getting ready to go. And Mike has not yet put on his trunks. He's just got his jock on. So you just see Mike's bare ass just hanging out for the world to see. And we all millions and millions of us all collectively saw Mike Tyson's, meaty black ass just hanging out there. It was, for some, inspirational. It would have been better if it was cupped. Way better. It was spotted like a leopard.
Oh, God. I don't want that mental image right now, please.
You glad that you agreed to come to this, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm so glad. Yes, absolutely. I'm having a great time.
What we've determined is that sexual advances at your coworkers should not be tolerated in a regular workplace environment, I guess, but with professional sports, it's on a case-by-case basis.
Now, here's the difference, right? So living in a European country, if you will, when we hug each other, we usually give a little smooch, like a little side smooch.
Oh, yes.
Right. But that's okay. Right? That's fine. If I were to move back to the States, and if I were to get a job in the States and do that to people, I'd probably get called.
Yeah. I think so.
So where are these gray lines?
That's a good question.
I mean, these blurred lines. I can't handle it.
Yeah.
Cultural differences.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like roundabout behavior to me. I definitely would not subscribe to that.
Yeah.
Can I add one more thing about when it becomes the sexual harassment? The difference between the workplace, like say you work in an office or you work for an NFL team. You see each other naked all the time. You spend like half of your existence with each other naked or like wearing a jockstrap. You're just wandering around with everything out there in the locker room. So like you get pretty familiar. So maybe, and again, if they're now in their street clothes or in their pads and they're practicing and he's kissing them on the forehead, funny. But now if they're all naked and he's walking around kissing each other, people on the forehead, I could see where there could be some gray area.
Oh, yeah. I think he'd be fine in England. I think if Christian Wilkins came over to the UK, I think he'd be all right. I think he could go if he started playing a European
That's what they
football.
do in the Premier League?
I think, yeah.
Oh.
He'd get away with it. He would just be like, I'm being European polite.
Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness.
Well, I guess Liverpool needs to get an NFL franchise finally, and he can be your number one draft pick.
He can go over there and play some soccer.
I mean, he was at $110 million. That's nuts. And the fact that they just cut him. They probably were like, oh, thank fuck. We can save ourselves.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm sure their owner was happy about that one.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, well, to send us out as always each week, Justin gives us his wise words of wisdom.
This one is just kind of pointed at a small niche of people who are listening to this program, and it has to do with Major League Baseball. So the Minnesota Twins, who've gone into sell mode, they're trading away some of their best assets because the season's over. Like, raise the white flag. That's fine, by the way, because who cares? Baseball is stupid. I don't care. Except the Mariners are probably going to win the World Series this year. Good for them. I mean, you might notice that I'm wearing my Kraken gear today because baseball's over as far as I'm concerned. Vikings going to win the Super Bowl. Walk away with it. I'm not even going to bother watching. So I'm excited for hockey season. I'm just looking forward to some drama, some real sports excitement. So I'm leapfrogging right over. But part of the problem with that is, so I don't know how closely you follow the Minnesota Twins, but their manager's name is Rocco Baldelli, which, by the way, sounds like a fucking cartoon character. And the fact that he is still the manager of this team has pained me for now the better part of like a decade. I can't believe that they continue to use this bald, fish-following piece of shit as their manager. No professional coach or manager should ever follow fish around. Think of what he's done to his mind and how he's using that ayahuasca kind of Aaron Rodgers bullshit to try to see through the logistics and analytics of it to try to put together a good team. This guy hasn't been able to manage his way out of a fucking paper bag. They had one good year with him. One. And that was the year of the Bomba Squad, when they were just stacked up and down with home run hitters. Set a record for home runs in a single season. You think he had anything to do with that? It's just like in The Simpsons, the episode where Monty Burns fields a team of ringers for his nuclear plant softball team. And then he's the manager. And he sits there and says, "You, Strawberry, hit a home run." And then Darryl Strawberry does. He's like, "I told him to do that." And that's fucking Rocco Baldelli, bald-ass piece of shit just like Monty Burns. Get him the fuck out of here. I'm done.
Yeah, oh, I love it. I love it. Oh man!
And welcome to Justin's wise words of wisdom, Ryan.
You know,
I don't know.
Once he said his name was Rocco, which I knew his name was Rocco, but like the only thing Rocco I know is Rocco's Modern Life. That's the
Yes,
it's the only Rocco I know. That is a weird name.
Wallaby.
Yeah.
Wallaby.
Have that coaching the Minnesota Twins. Dump sack of shit.
Wow. Harsh words coming from over there.
Hey, Catherine,
Thanks.
Good luck to your Lions tonight in that very important Hall of Fame game. We'll all be watching.
Can we just talk about how they're making such a big hoopla about this fucking game?
I know. It's like it's literally like the one preseason game that like no one cares about. It's like, oh my god.
It's like is it because it's Jim Harbaugh? I don't understand.
No, it's because we're starved for NFL action.
Oh,
This is the first semblance we get. It's like it's going to be nationally televised. It's going to probably be the #1 rated program in its time slot, and it's fucking practice. But
listen, I love the Detroit Lions with all my heart. Am I gonna wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning to watch this fucking thing? Absolutely not.
I might turn it on just so I can fall asleep.
There you go. Or that. Yeah.
Right. You don't need to be so rude. Thanks for joining Sweat Socks and All That Sauce with Justin K. and Ryan. You can watch the show on YouTube. Follow us on socials at SweatSocksPod. And if you want to chime in, feel free to send us an email at sweatsockspodcast@gmail.com. And Ryan, this is what we do. We say, until next time,
stay
Justin.
sweaty.
You got to give us your best stay sweaty.
Stay sweaty.
It's perfect.
Nailed it. Sweat Socks and All That Sauce is hosted by Todd Lyons, Kay White, and Justin Michaels.
Our theme song made by Pat Leonards.
And the album artwork is by Mike Willis.